Did you know that in just the first half of 2024, the world's 500 richest people added over $850 billion to their wealth? That's more than the entire economy of some countries. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are they just smarter, luckier, or are they playing a completely different game? The truth is, it's a bit of all three, but the most important part is the game they're playing. And today, we are going to break down the rules of that game for you, simply and clearly, so you can start playing it too. Stick around, because we're not just talking about theory. We're talking about actionable steps to build your own wealth. First, let's get one thing straight. The rich don't work for money in the same way most of us do. While many people trade their time for a paycheck, hourly wage, or a monthly salary, the wealthy focus on making their money work for them. This is the absolute cornerstone of wealth creation. They're not just earning, they're investing. Their primary goal is to acquire assets, not just cash. So, what are assets? An asset is anything that puts money into your pocket over time. This could be stocks that pay dividends, real estate that generates rental income, or a business that produces profit. On the flip side, a liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. Think of a fancy car with high monthly payments or a credit card balance with soaring interest. The average person's financial statement is often filled with liabilities they think are assets. The wealthy person's financial statement is packed with income-generating assets. The first big secret is this: the rich buy assets first and then use the income from those assets to buy their luxuries. Most people do it the other way around. They get a raise, and the first thing they think of is a bigger house or a newer car. This is called lifestyle inflation. The wealthy get a windfall, and they think, how can I invest this to create another stream of income? Then that new income stream pays for the luxury. See the difference? One path keeps you on the treadmill. The other builds a ladder. Now, let's talk about the system itself, because it's designed to favor investors. We're talking about taxes. This isn't about some secret illegal scheme. It's about understanding and legally using the tax code as it's written. Governments want people to invest. They want people to start businesses and create jobs. They want people to provide housing by buying real estate. To encourage this, they offer massive tax incentives. For example, in many countries, income from investments, known as capital gains, is often taxed at a lower rate than income from a job. Think about that. The money you make while you sleep from your stocks could be taxed less than the money you sweat for at your 9-to-5. Why? Because the government is rewarding you for providing capital to businesses so they can grow and hire more people. Let's take it a step further with real estate. This is a huge one. When you own a rental property, you can deduct almost every expense associated with it: the mortgage interest, property taxes, insurance, repairs, even the fees you pay a property manager. But here's the magic trick. It's called depreciation. The government lets you deduct a portion of the property's value from your taxable income each year, assuming it's wearing out, even if its actual market value is going up. This can often result in a paper loss, meaning on your tax return, it looks like you lost money, even when you collected positive cash flow from rent. This paper loss can then be used to offset other income, legally lowering your tax bill. The rich understand this inside and out. They use debt to acquire properties. Their tenants pay off that debt, and the government gives them a tax break for doing it. It's a triple win. Okay, so they have assets and they use the tax code. What else? They master the principle of leverage. Leverage is simply using other people's resources to achieve your goals. The most common form is using other people's money, or OPM. When you take out a mortgage to buy a house, you're using the bank's money. If you put down 20% on a $500,000 house, you're controlling a $500,000 asset with just $100,000 of your own. If that house appreciates by 10% in a year, its value goes up by $50,000. Your initial investment of $100,000 has seen a 50% return. That's the power of leverage. But it's not just about money. The wealthy also leverage other people's time and expertise. They build teams. They hire financial advisors, tax strategists, lawyers, and managers. They don't try to be experts in everything. Instead, they find people who are smarter than them in specific areas and pay for their expertise. This frees up their most valuable resource, their own time, to focus on what they do best, finding new opportunities and making big-picture decisions. While most of us are busy with the day-to-day grind, they're strategizing their next move. So, how can you start playing this game? It might seem intimidating, but it starts with one simple thing: your mindset. You have to shift from being a consumer to being an owner. Step 1 is financial literacy. You're already doing it by watching this video. Congratulations! You need to learn the language of money. Read books like The Richest Man in Babylon or The Psychology of Money. Listen to podcasts. Follow creators who break down these complex topics. Understand concepts like assets, liabilities, cash flow, and compound interest. Compound interest, by the way, is what Einstein supposedly called the eighth wonder of the world. It's your money making money, and then that money making even more money. It's a snowball of wealth, but it needs time to grow. That's why starting early, even with small amounts, is so powerful. Step 2 is to get your financial house in order. You can't build a skyscraper on a shaky foundation. This means creating a budget to understand where your money is going. It means paying off high-interest debt, like credit cards, which is the opposite of investing. It's paying someone else compound interest. And it means building a small emergency fund, so a flat tire doesn't derail your entire financial plan. Step 3 is to start acquiring assets, no matter how small. Forget trying to time the market or find the next get-rich-quick stock. The simplest way for most people to start is by investing in low-cost index funds or ETFs. An S&P 500 index fund, for example, lets you own a tiny piece of the 500 largest companies in America. You're not betting on one company. You're betting on the entire U.S. economy to grow over time. And you can start with as little as a few dollars. The key is consistency. Make it automatic. Set up a recurring investment every single payday, even if it's just $25. This strategy is called dollar cost averaging, and it takes the emotion out of investing. As you build your knowledge and your capital, you can begin exploring other assets. Maybe you'll save up for a down payment on your first rental property. Or maybe you'll start a small side hustle that has the potential to become a real business and asset that you build from scratch. The goal is to create multiple streams of income. The average millionaire has 7. Most people have 1. That one stream dries up, you're in trouble. If one of 7 dries up, you adjust. The game the rich play isn't magic. It's a system based on simple, timeless principles. Own assets, not just liabilities. Make your money work for you. Understand and use the tax code legally. Leverage other people's resources. And, most importantly, never stop learning. It's not about becoming a billionaire overnight. It's about achieving financial freedom. It's about having options. It's about having the ability to spend your time how you want, with the people you love, doing the things you care about. That is the real wealth. The game is open to anyone who is willing to learn the rules and play it with discipline and patience. The question is, are you ready to play? Thanks so much for watching. If you found this valuable, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And for more simple explanations of complex financial topics, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.